If you're over 60 and shopping for a used car, there's a very good chance a dealership is trying to sell you something you absolutely don't need. And the crazy part? The best cars for you are the ones nobody is talking about. Some of these are so reliable, they basically run on oil changes and good vibes. And the last one on this list? That one might outlive all of us. Welcome to the Car Geek, where we keep it real, a little sarcastic, and very honest about cars. Let's get into it. Mazda CX-5. Let's start with something different, because most senior-friendly cars feel like they were designed by people who think fun is illegal. The CX-5, not one of those. This is for someone who still enjoys driving, but doesn't want to deal with nonsense. Under the hood, you've got a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine making about 187 horsepower. It's not fast, but it moves confidently. No drama, no weird noises, no "is this thing okay?" moments. Fuel economy sits around 25 city and 31 highway, which is solid for a small SUV. Basically, it won't bankrupt you every time you visit the gas station. Now here's the part that actually matters. Mazda skipped the whole giant confusing touchscreen trend and gave you a rotary control knob. You twist, you click, done. No reaching across the dashboard like you're trying to grab the last slice of pizza. It sounds small until you use it. Then suddenly, every touchscreen feels like a bad idea. Visibility is also surprisingly good. Big windows, thinner pillars, you can actually see around you without doing neck exercises mid-turn. And for parking, this thing feels manageable. Not too big, not too tall, not trying to pretend it's a tank. Most 2017 Plus models come with blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and adaptive cruise control. And yes, adaptive cruise is as good as people say. Long drives become way less tiring. Maintenance is simple, reliability is strong, and overall ownership costs are below average. Translation: it behaves like a normal car, which is rarer than it should be. You can find a clean one between $12,000 and $18,000. So if you want something practical, but refuse to drive something that feels like it gave up on life, this is a great start. And honestly, if this one already makes sense, the next car might surprise you even more. If comfort had a final boss, this would be it. The Avalon is built for one thing: smooth, quiet driving. No stress, no drama, just get in, drive, and arrive relaxed. It's got a 3.5L V6 with about 268 horsepower. Plenty of power, but delivered in a calm, effortless way. No surprises. Fuel economy sits around 19 city, 28 highway, decent for a full-size sedan. Inside, everything is simple. Big buttons, clear gauges, no confusing menus. And getting in and out, super easy. No climbing, no dropping down, just sit. This engine is known to go 250,000 miles or more with basic maintenance. It's one of those just change the oil and forget about it cars. You can find a good one for around $8,000 to $12,000. If you want comfort without headaches, this is it. And trust me, the next one feels even more old school than this. Ford Crown Victoria, Mercury Grand Marquis. All right? Now we're going full old school. These cars don't drive, they float. It's basically a couch with wheels. And honestly, not in a bad way. Under the hood, you get a 4.6L V8, around 224, 239 horsepower. Not fast, but smooth and built like a tank. There's a reason these were used as police cars and taxis for years. They just don't quit. Fuel economy? Yeah, about 16 city, 24 highway. Not amazing. This car drinks a little. But hey, comfort isn't free. Now here's where it gets interesting. Bench front seat, no big center console. You can literally slide across the seat and exit from the other side. Try doing that in a modern car. You'll need a PhD and a chiropractor. Ride quality is ridiculously soft. Potholes? Barely feel them. Speed bumps? Optional. And maintenance? Cheap. Every mechanic knows this engine, parts are everywhere, and nothing is overly complicated. You can find these for $4,000 to $8,000 all day. So yeah, if you want simple, durable, and ridiculously comfortable, this is hard to beat. And just wait, because the next one brings things back to modern, but keeps the reliability. Toyota RAV4. All right, back to something modern, but still built like it actually cares about lasting. The RAV4 is one of those cars that just works. No drama, no weird quirks, no "why did they design it like that?" moments. You get a 2.5L four-cylinder engine with about 176 horsepower. Not exciting, but very reliable. This thing is known for just running forever if you do basic maintenance. Fuel economy is solid too, around 23 city and 30 highway. Now here's why people love it. The ride height is perfect. You don't climb in, you don't drop down. You just slide in naturally. Your knees will thank you. Cargo space is also super practical. Low loading floor, easy to put groceries, walkers, whatever you need. No lifting like you're training for the Olympics. Driving is simple. Good visibility, easy steering, and it's not oversized like newer SUVs trying to be trucks for no reason. If you go for 2017 or 2018 models, you also get Toyota Safety Sense, things like lane departure warning and automatic emergency braking. Price? Usually between $10,000 and $15,000. So yeah, if you want something reliable, practical, and easy to live with, this is one of the safest bets out there. And coming up next, we're going back to something smaller, but insanely well-designed. Honda CR-V. Now this one is low-key genius. The CR-V doesn't look special, but once you use it, you realize everything was designed by someone who actually thought things through. You've got a 2.4L four-cylinder engine, the famous K24, around 166 horsepower. Not fast, but extremely reliable. These engines regularly go past 200,000 miles without complaining. Fuel economy? Around 20 city, 27 highway. Solid for its time. But here's the clever part. The gear shifter is mounted up on the dashboard, right next to the steering wheel. No reaching down, no awkward movement. It's just right there. Simple, practical, perfect. Visibility is also excellent. Big windows, clear sight lines. Parking this thing feels easy, not stressful. And the rear doors? They open almost 90 degrees. Sounds small until you're trying to load something or help someone in. Then it's a game changer. Interior is basic, but in a good way. Physical buttons, no nonsense, everything where it should be. You can find one for around $6,000 to $10,000. So yeah, not flashy, not exciting, but incredibly well thought out. And next, we're stepping into something way quieter and a little more premium. Lexus ES350. All right, now we add a little luxury without the luxury repair bill panic attack. The ES350 is basically a Toyota Camry that went to a spa, got a massage, and decided to live a calmer life. You've got a 3.5L V6 making about 272 horsepower. Smooth, quiet, and way quicker than you'd expect from something this relaxed. Fuel economy sits around 19 city, 27 highway. Not bad for a V6. But the real magic? Silence. This thing is quiet. Like, you start questioning if it's even on. Perfect if road noise annoys you, or if you just want to hear your thoughts for once. Inside, everything feels solid. Buttons click properly, materials feel good, seats are wide and super comfortable. And the best part? Maintenance. Because underneath all that Lexus polish, it's still basically Toyota. Which means reliability is strong and repairs won't destroy your wallet like a German luxury car would. You can find clean ones between $10,000 and $14,000. So if you want comfort, quiet, and zero drama, this is a sweet spot. And coming up next, we're going back to something way cheaper, but shockingly tough. Buick LeSabre. Now this one is a legend. Not flashy, not modern, but ridiculously dependable. This is the kind of car mechanics secretly hope you buy because they know they won't see you often. Under the hood, you've got the famous 3.8L V6, 3800 Series 2. Around 205 horsepower, but that's not the point. This engine is known to hit 200,000 to 300,000 miles, like it's nothing. Fuel economy? Around 20 city, 29 highway, surprisingly decent for something this big. And the comfort? Unreal. Soft suspension, smooth ride. This thing absorbs bumps like they don't exist. You hit a pothole and the car just goes, what pothole? Front bench seat on many models, wide doors, low step-in height, getting in and out is easy. No climbing, no gymnastics. Interior is simple, everything is where you expect it, and nothing requires a tutorial. Maintenance is cheap, parts are everywhere, and repairs are straightforward. You can find clean ones for $4,000 to $7,000. So yeah, if you want something affordable, comfortable, and nearly indestructible, this is hard to beat. And next, we're going back to something newer, with way better visibility than most modern cars. Subaru Forester. All right, this one has a superpower: visibility. No joke? Driving a Forester feels like sitting inside a glass box. Big windows, thin pillars, you can see everything. No guessing, no blind spots playing hide and seek. Under the hood, you get a 2.5L four-cylinder with about 170 horsepower. Not fast, but steady and reliable if you keep up with maintenance. Fuel economy sits around 24 city, 32 highway. Very solid for an AWD SUV. And yes, all-wheel drive is standard. Rain, snow, dirt roads, this thing doesn't care. It just grips and goes. Now, for daily use, it really shines. The seat height is just right. You don't climb up, you don't drop down. It's that perfect middle ground. Doors open wide, step-in height is low, and everything feels easy to access. Interior is simple and functional. Big controls, clear layout, no tech overload. Price? Around $9,000 to $14,000 depending on condition. So if you want something practical, safe, and ridiculously easy to see out of, this is one of the best options. And coming up next, we're stepping into something that basically defined the luxury SUV game, Lexus RX 350. Now we're talking about the blueprint. The RX 350 is basically the reason half the SUVs you see today even exist. Under the hood, you've got a 3.5L V6 with about 270 horsepower. Smooth, quiet, and effortlessly strong. It doesn't try to impress, it just does everything well. Fuel economy is around 18 city, 25 highway. Not amazing, not terrible, fair for a luxury SUV. But here's the real highlight: getting in and out. This thing is perfectly sized height-wise. You don't climb up, you don't drop down, you just slide in. It's one of the easiest vehicles to enter and exit, period. Inside, it's classic Lexus. Super quiet cabin, soft ride, everything feels refined. Road noise is minimal, wind noise is low, long drives feel way shorter than they are. And reliability? This is where it destroys most luxury cars. Because underneath, it's basically Toyota engineering, which means fewer headaches, fewer surprise bills, and way less stress. Maintenance is straightforward, parts are accessible, and most mechanics know exactly what they're doing with it. Price range? Around $12,000 to $18,000. So yeah, if you want comfort, reliability, and a premium feel without premium problems, this is one of the best choices out there. And now, if you thought this was good, the #1 spot is even simpler, and somehow even more reliable. Toyota Camry. And here it is, the one car that refuses to quit, no matter what you throw at it. The Camry from this era is peak, just works. No drama, no surprises. It starts, it runs, and it keeps going like it signed a lifelong contract. You've got two engine options, a 2.4L four-cylinder with around 157 horsepower, or a 3.0L V6 with about 210. Both are known for lasting well over 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. Fuel economy? Around 24 city, 33 highway for the four-cylinder. Cheap to run, cheap to maintain, exactly what most people actually need. Inside, it's simple. Big gauges, physical buttons, no confusing tech. You get in, you drive, that's it. No tutorials required. Visibility is great, controls are straightforward, and nothing feels overcomplicated. And honestly, that's why people love it. Because while newer cars are busy trying to impress you with screens and features you'll never use, this one just quietly does its job. Price? You can still find clean ones between $4,000 and $6,000. So yeah, if you want something reliable, affordable, and stress-free, this might be the smartest choice on the entire list. So here's the reality. You don't need a brand new SUV packed with screens, sensors, and features you'll forget how to use in a week. What you actually need is something that starts every morning, doesn't fight you when you drive it, and doesn't randomly decide to empty your bank account. And that's exactly what these cars do. Simple, reliable, comfortable, and most importantly, predictable. Which, let's be honest, is underrated in today's world, where your phone updates more often than your life plans. From old-school land yachts to modern crossovers that actually make sense. These are the kinds of cars that just quietly do their job without asking for attention. And funny enough, those are usually the best ones. Because at the end of the day, the best car isn't the one with the most features. It's the one that gives you the least headaches. And if you made it this far, you already know. Here at the Car Geek, we're not here to sell you hype. We're here to keep you from making expensive mistakes. Now go out there, And don't let a dealership convince you that you need ambient lighting to go buy groceries.